Verdun is a World War I FPS originally released in 2013, and after the release of Tannenberg in 2017 and Isonzo in 2022, it stopped receiving updates and the player base gradually moved towards the newer games, causing a slow decline in players. To a lot of people, Verdun is considered dead. But is it really? When you first log on, you can see the game's main issue, a lack of players. But it's not quite as bad as it looks. If you get a good time on the weekend or in the evening, you can easily get 2 or 3 full or near full servers. Obviously, the majority of players are going to be on front lines. It is the main game mode after all, but there's usually a few squad defense matches going as well. There's normally at least 1 or 2 full matches and then a third one with perhaps a couple of players in. As for attrition and rifle deathmatch, there's usually no one playing these game modes, which is kinda sad because attrition is actually the only game mode you can use a tank aware in. Yes, there is actually a tank aware in Verdun. I'm not kidding, check the weapons list in attrition. It's surprising how little people know about it. If you do unfortunately get a server with little to no players in it, Verdun does have a good way to get around this. You can have a match with up to 64 bots running around. They're good practice if you want to try a different weapon or just want to kill farm them with an MG on the hallways of Dumont. We've all done it at some point, don't lie. The bots are surprisingly good and will quite often snipe you out of nowhere as you peek your head out of a trench, which is the way I think it should be in a game like Verdun. The bots also have definitely made the game last longer than it would have without them. The bots still make the gameplay feel immersive. It still feels like there are people all around you. They fill in the squad roles quite well, and if a bot is an officer, yes, they can still use the artillery call-ins. As for updates, Verdun is definitely not getting any maps and things like that as the devs are busy focusing on Isonzo. However, there are still small events you can take part in to earn medals. So, is Verdun worth getting in 2024? Yes. Sure, it's got a small player base, but it's still a fun, underrated World War I first-person shooter with a good community. Unless you get a rage baiter spamming the chat, but then you can just ignore them. So what's your opinion on Verdun? I'd love to hear it in the comments. I plan to make a video like this for Tannenberg and perhaps Isonzo as well, so please like and subscribe if that's of interest to you.